Hi, good evening, brothers and sisters. God bless every one of you. Let me bring my comrade. Comrade, so you're back. Good evening.
I drop over there.
We're all doing fine, my brother. Said we are here.
Koyo.
How is the weather over there? The weather is
Well,
very hot.
it rained in some parts of the city this afternoon / evening. It's okay. Everybody is okay here.
Okay, thank God. Are we cool with the wedding man? I get you go can.
No matter.
I do ya with the way I'm here some venue, but a woman I'm here some very new. During the time
Really?
of summertime, we don't see darkness here. No darkness in the country. So I say I be telling your mother yo. I want me from
that intern was restricted to Edo people or Africa.
No.
Or where would I you a weibo? So Yamaje weibo Yamaje mafudu. So how would they know what is actually happening outside their own territory?
Yeah. Cool. Before the other guests come, they want to discuss again. Let me share the video. Let me just use the opportunity to share the video.
Okay.
Israel is coming to join us very soon. In our TV available. So when Israel and so
really?
Israel, yeah, it's triplets. Yeah, that's great.
So that's a very huge responsibility.
He has a lot to do.
Not be small. When Africa was really Africa again, they wanna get a love. When couple have that kind of blessing, the family will rally them. But today is everybody living a private life. You are just on your own. Whether you are talking to the street or you are drinking and move, is nobody's business. That is the life people are living here today.
That's true. My brother, it's going to be easy in Jesus' name. I say about the video we did yesterday, Nigeria is not speaking out that task will not stand. They should be docile in their country. The man will take advantage of them. He's going to take advantage.
We are talking. I didn't have the opportunity to speak yesterday. Later on, before the closing of that program yesterday, there is a vehicle in Benin already branded. Some of these buses already branded. It was boldly written. It's already branded with Tinubu picture. The worst governor, the worst president in Nigeria. It was branded the worst president in Nigeria.
Okay.
It's moving around every nooks and corner in Benin City. It's just within Benin City. Okay. The worst president in Nigeria.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, me.
I will see how Okpebholo will win it, though.
Okpebholo will resign.
We are waiting for him.
Okpebholo. Yes, he will resign.
He has promised the people that if he never win it, he's going to resign, and he's going to resign.
He's a man that is blessed with mistake all over. Why was campaigning say I will give you insecurity? Within the shortest space of time, we saw what happened in Uromi. And he's already saying that when Tinubu failed to win election, he will also resign. How can a man, a public officer, a governor of a state, you talk like a bus conductor? I don't know how that guy, well, no experience, Mohamed about that like governor now. So it's an unfortunate situation.
It's one of those things, my brother. It's one of those things. That's where Nigeria found themselves.
Yes, the Europeans that is doing things.
There was a video I went to. There was a video I saw today in Zamfara State. One of the government officials. He was beaten, nearly beaten to death. The street boys. They said, we are sick and tired of you guys. The security around it could not even save him. That a creeper. He has the Zamfara State on. That video is
we are going to that point now. Nigerian people can no longer tolerate. You know, I told you I was in New Benin Market yesterday. I went upstairs and I was discussing with a friend. She was telling me that you see the number of people just moving now. They are not buying anything from any shop. They are on their way home. Some of them are coming back to the market. They are not buying anything. You can see my shop now. Nobody's coming to the shop to buy anything. You know, it's the reflection of the economy. If a government can deliberately just fail woefully. Tinubu never had any plan before he became a president. He never had any plan. There is no plan. There was no plan on ground. It's like a
tax reform. You are bringing France to control our. That is a letdown. It's a letdown. A sovereign nation. France can go out. It control it as what.
No, the truth of the matter, there is politics under that Nigeria is not known about. When you go to each of the department of accounting, economics, business, banking and finance, and just to mention some of the social sciences, there are people, competent lecturers who can also do the job. Chukwuma Soludo, the former governor or the governor of Anambra, was once a lecturer. He was picked from that office to do what he's doing today. And he's doing extremely well. One time CBN governor, and just to measure a few. You understand? He's doing extremely well. So I don't know where these guys, where they are coming from. A man, you want to become an engineer, you never study one day. You want to become a lawyer, you never study one day. How can you deliver?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. Ogile and Mr. Chris. I salute you, sir. All protocols observed.
Thank you.
Well, talk by sir. Mr. Ogile, we pay him later or consumer. Did you watch the video in Zamfara? Did you watch the video in Zamfara?
That's what
we are just
Mr. Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Chris, Igbagiade ha. Igbagiade ha.
Yeah.
You know why we are Bioku.
There is a vehicle now. That vehicle is branded with Tinubu poster, and it was boldly written that Tinubu, the worst president in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
The vehicle is moving around the city. It's boldly written on the Tinubu, the worst president in Nigeria.
Remember, you used Zamfara say to Ubemoja, blue black.
I swear.
Away, my guy. I don't even know what I was doing. This heavy rain. Oh, my rain, no, why I criticize, why you look me up? You die because you are enjoying a stomach infrastructure. Also, why my Kogua. I went on my way to your wife. Do you know
everybody are what's heated? They own property in Benin. Their property have been tampered with by these criminals, either in the government or those mindless community people. So when you say maybe you don't want Nigeria to be, put in order, you don't want to fix this country, you're also a victim. I'm telling you. If you have
Mr. Chris,
yeah.
The money actually generated by the Nigerian government from overseas, from the diaspora, is about over 2 billion. 20 billion. Where's the money? Where's the dividends? These are the things we are supposed to be asking. See, we allowed, especially in Edo State, we allowed those sycophants, myopic and tribalistic bigot people to see telling you, instead of them to think about governance, they'll start telling you back in the olden days, Oga, the olden days, and there's no structure. The structure will create, criminal structure will create. What kind of structure? Do you understand by structure? You created a criminal entity that has no bearing to begin to meander and make the people. At the end, why you be indoctrinating them by where are we boo? They all in here boo. We only we what do to tap by no need. We were call Remy, we were Reya, we call Buya, we are to tap here with door, where the attack where Edo is shining. But I can vividly tell you, I'm a bona fide citizen of Edo State and Nigeria. Edo is sinking under the leadership of the G7, who cannot even read the budget he wrote.
Mr. Israel.
At the same time, indoctrinating the people that he has created a lot of business. Meanwhile, he's telling lies.
Mr. Israel.
Hey, we have the please select an attack on our governor for making Edo go from grace to grass.
Israel, can you hear me?
Don't matter. We can hear you, sir.
We are going to kick off now. So there is a video I'm going to show you guys about the new budget of Edo State. I don't really know how Ukpewolo is going to generate that money. Almost about 900 something billion. In the history of Edo, we have never come across this kind of budget. So, but let me play the video so you guys can hear it.
939.85 billion naira. That's the size of the 2026 budget Governor Monday Ukpewolo presented on Tuesday on the floor of the State House of Assembly. The budget christened Budget of Hope and Growth for Edo State promises improved agriculture, economic growth, infrastructure, health, security, and more. Beyond the applause on the floor of the State House of Assembly, today we present the budget before the microscopic scrutiny of one of the governor's most vocal critics. Good afternoon. Welcome to Political Insights. My name is Jude Aweke. We are joined here in the studio by Comrade Shedrack Udubai. He was an aide to former Governor Godwin Obaseki. Comrade Udubai. Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is mine.
So we've seen the budget.
Yes.
About ₦1 trillion.
Yeah.
Inarguably the largest in the history of the state.
Yes.
Do you think the state government, led by Governor Monday Ukpewolo, has the capacity to fund the budget, or it's another avenue to plunge the state into debt, just like your boss who plunged the state into 600 something billion naira debt before jetting out to Europe for meets and greets?
First of all, I've expressed it time with our numbers that Godwin Obaseki did not owe 600 billion naira debt. The debt was about 400 billion. And that debt, about 200 or something billion, was held up from Adam Saliu Shomole before he left office.
According to reports.
No, reports have it clear.
Report says the Asset Verification Committee.
Are you aware that Monday Ukpewolo also borrowed?
Government.
Okay, let's. Asset Value says 600 billion.
Yes.
Did they tell you that Monday Ukpewolo also borrowed 100 billion this year when he got approved for the House of Assembly? Are you aware, as a journalist, that was given approval by the State House of Assembly led by Blessing Abegbaku to borrow 100 billion? That was shortly before they did their Supreme Court judgment.
Yes.
If the debt Edo is owing now, Monday Ukpewolo added 100 billion, or is that 100 billion outside the one Obaseki borrowed, or he has added it to it? I want you to understand. A government came into, did he tell how much did Godwin Obaseki leave for Monday Ukpewolo when he came into office? Do you have an idea of this? He left about 60 billion.
Let's not delve into that because the boss is not the topic of discourse. And I know we'll delve into that subsequently. Now let's talk about the budget. Tell me.
Okay, the budget, first of all, like you asked, the budget is a sham. And this is a sham. It can't stand. The budget is not real. It's a fluke. It's a fake budget. It's a budget that will end up being the government will eventually go home to borrow to fund. What this is going to get the money? 939 million, 939 billion, 850 million. They cleaned all those the thousands, the naira, and the kobos, so that we able to pronounce it properly. Because there's no budget in Nigeria that has a smooth figure. They have to approximate the budget so that Monday Ukpewolo will not struggle or the figures will not confuse him.
Why do you think you can pronounce it properly?
He did not pronounce the last one for 2025 budget.
Focus on
so beyond that, beyond that, beyond that.
Focus on issues.
Okay, listen.
Stop poisoning the well.
Okay, how is it?
Committing the fallacy of poisoning the well.
No, I'm just trying to give you
Share the
my
video and like,
observations.
share, thumbs up the video.
If you
please.
go, it's funny. If you look at the 939 billion budget, ask him how is he going to fund it. He said he's going to take 480 billion from federal allocation. If you divide 480 billion by 12, you see he's expecting 40 billion from federal allocation monthly. How much is Edo State receiving currently for federal allocation? Last year, as of November, they received 20 billion. And that's the highest they've ever received since the return of democracy in 1999. One of Basket was there, the highest he received was about 12 or 13 billion. Mondo Pablo grew to 20 billion. And that was because of the removal of fuel subsidy and other derivations that the government took out. So if Mondo Pablo is now saying he will be getting 40 billion from federal government every month, is that not a criminal statement? You that is getting 20 billion, that's the highest you have ever gotten. This is November, you got 20 billion as September, maybe 20 billion. So January, the thing should jump to 40 billion. When will you not get the 40 billion? Should the case you are not able to meet up now, you now start running to be begging for loan, borrowing money recklessly and helplessly. You draw up a budget that is not real. The IGR, we say we're going to get IGR of 160 billion. Have you asked? If you have 160 billion for per 12, that's about 13 billion. As Mondo Pablo ever raised 13 billion monthly allocation every month, Mondo Pablo is struggling. Obviously, left it at about 9 billion. Pablo is struggling to maintain the 9 billion. He's projected at 13 billion. What did he talk about? He said he'll get the other one, 153 billion naira from a grant. Of course, we'll get from World Bank, all those organizations that are interested in investing money in Nigeria. It may not get to that, but fine, he can assume that to be anything. Then he said he's going to get public-private partnership 160, no, yeah, 146 billion for PPR. This was the same government that sometime last year came out to say they secured 250 billion, $250 million investment. The one I call the Zoom investment that they went to Scotland to do. 250 million. They convert $250 million to Naira. That's about 323 billion. 323 billion is what they secured sometime this year. And today, their public partnership is now 146 billion. Is it that they throw that money to the well, they finish using it? So let me say to you, that budget is a pure sham, is an attempt to make it look like Edo is prospering, where Edo is currently comatose. Aside the fact allocation that has increased, IGR is in the mud. Many of those who knows for the public say wants to go and secure, they say he can't even secure those grants. He can't secure the grant because those grants are given to the based on the quality of the government you operate. When we're doing Edo base, it was the international standard as practiced or perhaps stipulated by World Bank. When you start implementing according to their guidelines, they will give you money to implement because they are interested in improving health, education, and other developmental works in Africa. Even the people that cannot organize small civil service or perhaps put one or two together, how will they not acquire those loans? There are grants in the education sector today, but the Pablo's government cannot access because of the poor standard of the way they manage the education system. So that budget, whether you like it or not, I saw some of his supporters there celebrating. Amondo Pablo is clear. He just told you we get money, $450 million, 450 billion federal allocation, 160 billion from IGRO, the other one PPP, the other one grants and capital receipts. And there's no loan. Mondo Pablo does not need loan. Look at this small children. It will get up 6 months. You can put me on record. 6 months, but the Pablo won't do that for 6 months. You run and borrow money. I dare say. And mind you, he's collecting money from local government too. Local government allocation is not being handed over to local. Those chairmen are cronies. Yeah, allegedly. But you can go. Okay, should I tell you why there's proof? All the local chairmen are cronies of Mondo Pablo. There's no vice chairman in those states today that was elected, which is an aberration of democracy. They will practically go to the house, pick the leader's son or the leader's daughter, or perhaps the leader's girlfriend. They'll put the party leader's girlfriend to be vice chairman. Somebody that was elected as councillor on Saturday or Monday resumes office as a local government chairman. Are you not seeing the video that they brought when they were celebrating the guy who slapped Abatobase? The local government chairman, the Gabos, the illegal Gabos in Oredu, was the one who donated 200,000 naira. And they instructed all of that 6 local government chairmen in Edo to send 200,000 to that man's account. These things are being used to siphon. They are playing it like children, siphoning the resources and managing it in this backdoor. There's no meaningful development. There's no project going on. When the outcome became so large, they started doing a renovation of Ring Road, putting Father Christmas lights and Bisco lights and pageantry and Ring Road. Is that what development is all about? So for me, it's a bit shameful that this is where we find ourselves. Where local government at the federal level is suffering due to the cluelessness and ineptitude of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In Edo State here, there's practically no governance. I would say it's political activism. And the local government is near extinction. Good governance is a holiday. as far as Edo State is concerned. Because at the 3 levels, nobody's offering solution at any list.
Yes. Be specific. Which specific revenue line is unrealistic in the budget?
I just told you first. Fact.
Hello, Mr. Why I pause it now? Mr. Chris, are you there?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Thank you. Before Israel will go ahead, I want you to respond, my brother. How are you sure Mondo Okpebholo can raise almost 1 trillion as a budget of Edo State? How is it possible? How?
You just heard the explanation of them. I think he have said it all. Okpebholo, even with the figure I saw there, I don't know if actually the commissioner for finance and budgeting actually went through that budget script that was prepared. And the way and manner it was written, I look at the figure because I just glanced through this afternoon or during battle, just in the afternoon. I just glanced through some of the things they wrote there. I just on my own, I just smile. I know where are they getting this money from and how going to raise this money. I saw him trying to break them down in different categories. One will be funded from the internally generated revenue, the other one from federal allocation, and just the rest of them. You see, the truth of the matter, Okpebholo and his commissioners, they are not prepared. They are not prepared to lead Edo State. What we are just saying, what we are seeing in Edo State is a shame. No state in this federation ever thought Edo State could produce kind of leadership we are facing today. So Okpebholo, I think he should go and wake up and face his responsibilities squarely. The commissioner for finance, I don't know if actually this commissioner have been given their portfolio. And if ever they have been given their portfolio, is the government of the day allowed to function independently within their ministry? Is a question we are asking ourselves. So Okpebholo, I think probably they are commissioner that is unknown to Edo people. Probably they are in this parlor, or probably they are some of these leaders who ordinarily will always manipulate the government of the day. They are the one telling Okpebholo what he need to do. And I also appreciate the fact that this is the time to face the reality. Election year is just here. Election year is just here. So Okpebholo will not be able to deliver the dividend of democracy to the Edo people. Forget about his budget, whether budget or no budget. Okpebholo will turn Edo State upside down. He's already doing that. So be it. That is what Edo people clamored for. But I'm also aware that Edo people didn't vote for this kind of leadership. They voted for the best brain. And unfortunately, the power that been decided, no, and this is what they want. And people collectively, Edo people collectively, they are paying for it. And we are already in for it today.
Thank you. Israel, what is your take about the budget?
But, thank you very much. Good evening once again to all the viewers that are also joining. And you see, first of all, the person who presented the budget the other day allegedly was not even prepared to even present the budget, because allegedly it took him 2 weeks to practice on what to say, allegedly, and it was under a tight security because they don't want anything that will lose again, just like the other Wula Balu that he did. And lots of people will say, why are you criticizing it? Yes, we are going to criticize it because he chose to actually sit on that position, and it's a public office. It is not owned by him. It is owned by the taxpayers and also the Nigerian state and the citizens. So whoever is there, we are going to challenge him. First of all, how much did Okpebholo actually presented last time? It was almost 8 billion. Now, did we get any dividends from there? No, because he has no idea of what he was actually presenting. Now, as of today, yesterday, or a day after, is it yesterday? I think it's a day after or yesterday, he presented the sum of 9 billion 338 and 85 million, right? 339. That's 85 million. 939 billion 85 million. That's what he presented. So 939.85. That's what he presented. Why am I budget in video? Now let's go to this. You see, in as much as critics argue that he branded that budget the hope and growth. It was a lie. Because it laid emphasis on the capital projects, which is about 68% of spending. Without clear details, he never tell you how he's going to fund it. How he's going to fund, like debt sustainability or mechanism to ensure transparency and accountability. That was what people like us, critics, actually visioned in that thing that he was talking about yesterday. Because, to be honest, there was social gas provision and absence of robust plan for revenue diversification. We didn't get that from him yesterday. He was just reading in scripts. Did you hear anything that how he's going to fund it, things like that, breakdown, There was nothing like that. Let's look at the key lacunas. There's over-dependence on capital expenditure. Now, with over 637 billion, that is 68% allocation to capital projects, you'll find out that the capital project, the budget risk underfunding recurrent needs like salaries, pensions, and maintenance. Somebody that cannot even pronounce the go and look at that English when he spoke, you will be like, what? All these things are just now. How is he going to do it? Number two, you have the unclear revenue source. You see, he said they were going to be generating it from X, Y, and Z. Now, the question you have to ask yourself, is it not the same governor that they led the digital way of actually collecting the revenue that he left and going back to the analog? Why this money that we need. Mr. Ogele, POS, okay, where are your POS? He call it, the POS, that's transparency, Abi. You can see the transparency we go need. Or Ogele like that because it's machine, Abi. Yeah. Then why? I'm just using the layman's language so that the normal people will understand what the transparency means. That is what I was arguing with Midwest Republic yesterday when he was talking about transparency. Oh yeah, my bad now. When the Kenana digital the government ya winner. Una ya mwe, when I ask you sir, Olidara, when I molidara la jani ya ask you sir, boy, una vi boss here, naga monkey jacket. Ni yimoto belowa, akoyo. I don't know if you understand. Mr. Chris, idea because you know why I have to come to the layman because here Jimaya with my Zedo in Zedo, Namiata, in my do attach so that or why we will say, oh, Monade de Bie. So that the elderly Belima will understand there's a problem here. This is what he's going to do. Now, let's go to the other side. Now, if you look at the unclear, like we said, the budget is 140 billion higher than 2025. Abi?
Yes.
140 billion. Because what he presented last year was approximately, we use the word approximately 800 billion because it was 977 billion. But yeah, now, but how Edo State will sustain this revenue increase are vague. Yeah, what vague? You understand? Debt, then another thing you have to look at the debt sustainability concern. It is not clear the framework of which how borrowing will be managed, raising fear. This will also raise fear of future debt overhanging because the man will hear raise the debt system. How you are going to solve this borrowing thing and manage the fear because so in that raise fear that even we were presenting now, you don't even have a proper system that will give us assurance where that is why the people are having the fear. Critics like us. This is what we were seeing yesterday, but presented budgeting. We were watching because we were actually trying to check if this thing he's telling the Edo people is actually real. Then You have the weak social safety net. While somewhere the infrastructures like agriculture, healthcare are highlighted, even British like us laid emphasis on the poverty alleviation housing and that you target like welfare program. Mama begin me baba. With the housing, Mr. Chris, where me where you get the state of how the healthcare system is, even the Naya Muni and Kinabe Muni and we don't know. We don't know. You understand? He could not even dissect the whole thing. And the last but not the least that I actually jotted while he was talking is transparency and accountability. Maybe Midwest Republic will be listening now. I saw I support the accountability no not the get the transparency. Because the budget promise promise hope and growth. Hey, the way the budget is for hope and
Go ahead. So just 1 minute. Israel, are you there?
A network.
So before Israel comes in, Mr. Chris, you see with the explanation Israel is giving to us, you see there is one problem with Nigeria are neglecting. When governors are given a budget, it's just like the federal government. The budget they are giving, they cannot provide it. They will use that avenue to just start borrowing, putting the state, the federal into debt. Even his only move, Nigeria have never went to borrow money. Okpebholo was given a budget of 900 and something billion. He has borrowed 1 billion in 1 year in the office. 100 billion. Let's assume he's going to spend 4 years. Let's assume he borrowed 100 billion every year. Is that not 400 billion? Is that not 400 billion?
Exactly.
Let's assume he spent 8 years. For that 8 years, he can even borrow 1 trillion. He can borrow 1 trillion. It's possible.
Wow.
So people, I don't know the mental health of our people. I see some people singing one useless sing. You know, our mothers, most of them, we need to educate them. Anything about democracy, most of them are just ignorant. They don't even know what they are even doing.
So, sorry, Mr. Ogele, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I had the call. And then I have to, So, in Mataba, transparency.
Before you go ahead, let me I will say something.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Now, you see, I was seeing some women singing in Rama Park. No more. Why are you singing? Because they are building flying over. Okpebholo is not using the state money to build that flying over. That is one thing that people should understand. It's a federal government project. We don't know the agreement he has with the president. You know, Nigeria, nothing is impossible. These our leaders are a bunch of criminals. Nothing is impossible. We don't know whether the dialogue, they have dialogue. Okay, now, if I give you this position, this is what you are going to do for me with the allocation that is coming to the state. Because Okpebholo cannot be getting 20 billion in a month. We are still talking about bad roads. Nothing to write home about. These are my concerns. And on the same Okpebholo, this is what we are saying yesterday, that Tinubu is a scam to Nigeria. You said you won a case in the Supreme Court about the local government autonomy. The local government up to now, they are not having autonomy. They are still under the state. And these are three arms of government. Local government is a different arm of government. And Tinubu deceived Nigeria that the local must grow. The local must breathe. How are we breathing from the local now? I will make an example like my local government. My local government, you nothing to write on about my local government. No infrastructure, no good road, no pipe of water, nothing. But they can't hold there as part of a do. Are we enjoying dividends of democracy there? The answer is no. It's no. If I didn't mean you have given the autonomy to the local government, now we the local cannot drag our chairman. Come and show us as you are using our money. Okpebholo went the other day and start acquiring vehicles for local government chairman. The same Attorney General of the Federation, this APC chronics, we are saying if you are not an elected chairman, you will never have access to federal government allocation. Are we not getting allocation? We are getting it in Edo. Who is not deceiving who? Who is not deceiving who? Are we Nigerians not tired of all this Tinubu and his chronic government? So Israel, let me give you the floor. Wrap it up, my brother.
Sorry, sir. I know Israel will come back again. Israel will come just a minute. The women, the women you saw celebrating somewhere around Ramat Park, Gumetama, if you bought dinner, it might be 6 kg at ye. Amama, you will lead that a big bobaka. Why you governor after I don't one packet of Maginia, I 6 kilogram or Izenia, I a packet to walk by here. Eh, Agbejiba. They're 5,000. Things are you will not. Yes, journalists will never write about that. The local media houses will never write about that. But these are things that is obtainable here. All the women, even whether of Benny, here, or don't get leader a ward in it, or don't get leader a local government in it. Yeah, before a video, I go to be that is what you just saw there. A journalist ignore Ladia video. A governor that has the question Amudia a Tumblr na memo for Abedo. Awe Amemamwe, governor consultant body who I mess of Waladia. I pay you go there. The money is 5,000 naira. Or I maybe are you watching maybe watching APC river, a dish of pack of one never, walking about a portable, walking about Pegunia, a chatay moto. Are 5,000 naira? Because if I haven't seen a leader one go back if you go.
Man, Nigerians, we are a problem to ourselves, my brother. I'm telling you the facts. We are not ready for growth. Is there every money we accept because of poverty? One day, okay, what?
These people, they are hungry. They don't have anything to lay on. And somebody from nowhere, and do you know who we have to apply? But a leader will also take out of your money, that 5,000 you win it. A leader will take from it. Oh, we are money where you I'm a big money will be able to be a viewer. Israel, my brother, I'm sorry, you can come in now.
Thank you, Mr. Chris. Mr. Chris is very correct, and Mr. Ogele is also correct. But one thing I want to tell you, let me just quickly round up with the last point, what I jotted out when he was making his budget yesterday that day. I found out that the budget actually, like he said, promised hope and growth, but that budget lacks concrete monitoring. A concrete monitoring mechanism. Solomon Arase security control room so because of the transparency and accountability, I believe that this budget just lacks monitoring mechanism to ensure funding. If not, it's going to be mismanaged because it doesn't have that capability. You can tell. He doesn't even know. He himself, I don't even understand if he understands the word budget padding. Because why he's presenting the budget and he just give the figures there, he doesn't know it. And they will be subject to budget padding. Thank you very much. Does he know it? He doesn't know anything. Might not have that. So this is why, thank God that man that was talking just now, I don't know him from Adam. Is he not equating what I've just said so far now? Did he not make mention of what you hear just now near Akanode about the local government? Did he not make mention of it? Yeah. Did I know him from Adam? Did he not make mention of the local government that is supposed to be autonomous? In fact, you went in a democracy. Why in a democracy? This is the same in this government. It's a disgrace. And he also told you because of this budget, because under mismanaged, he will go and be looking for money, borrowing. But you don't know that if they don't see, especially the IMF, if they don't see the standard at which your government is, they cannot see proactiveness and efficiency in it. Because I cannot invest in something that I see that is going to yield me nonsense. I don't understand. So, no benefit my own. That is how it's business. You understand? So we are MF system your garbage in, garbage out. You think they're going to give you money? You are joking. This is what he doesn't know. And this was look at this kind of person presenting budget. How will he now sit down with investors, people that are going to lend you money and discuss, business with them? How are you going to do that? You see that we have a problem. So, Mr. Ogele, like what you said just now, that we are the problem of ourselves. And I can tell you that, I've always said it on your platform. Nigerians are not the problem. Neither Edolites are the problem. The problem is an institutional problem.
Yeah, Israel are quite agree with you, but when the institutional problem is the problem, but our people still there. They still contribute to the problem.
Okay, let me tell you how the institution now look at it. When the institution fails in its objective, the people are there to just go and say, we have to fight for our own and eat. Let me
argue one thing with you. The life of Kenya, not that it's better than Nigeria. There was something you raised yesterday when I told you, yes, I was aware. When Kenyan government was trying to do some level, when the people rejected it, now Nigerians are adopted in their country. When Tinubu is passing this thing into law, they will want the law to start affecting them before they start crying out. But Kenya refused. Are you seeing our people in the street? The answer is no. They have
absolutely.
We will not agree with you.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
What are we talking
now you're absolutely right. Now you are going to understand certain things here. That what you are doing now, if you look at the statistics, according to when I was telling you, Obaseki was polling for the 6% through the polling institute because they believe that they want to see how the projection is going to go. Do you know that currently Obaseki is trading with 85%?
Yeah, of course.
Reason being, do you know why it's been driven? Statistic knew that they found out that Emmanuel is the Gen Zs. Are you seeing the change now? This is where the Okpewolo's government is failing to understand. They cannot capture the Gen Z because they lack that credibility. You could see it from the way or some of his SSA talks. Any SSA, hypag.com, Wagume Doriere Club. These are the things. Now, the Gen Zs know that this time, technology helps in boosting anything you want to do. That is why I was telling you that Obaseki is using a juju, educational juju or Luniana. Do you understand? Now, if you compare it with the Kenyans, exactly what is happening in Kenya, you are trying to change because are they Gen Zs? No, they are the olds. So you then see that there's a problem that with the Gen Zs and the old will still tell you, but the Gen Zs are telling you, no. The generation has moved by. You need to understand that you are going to be handling a generation for us. We will not want to inherit that nonsense. We will transform it and stabilize the ship not to capsize. You might don't understand. This is where we are struggling. And if you look at it, Edo people now, they are gradually, there's a political change moving in Edo. Gingered by the Gen Zs. But the old are still holding down the status quo. This is why the Kenyan government are now saying, okay, we have to switch back to the Gen Z because but compare it to Nigeria. The reason why Kenyans are listening now is because there was more push for political change. Or we are fear, indoctrination, they will come and label you, all sorts of we know that. You see the whole thing. That is why I was telling you that Edo airspace was played with propaganda, politics of hate. Instead of where you at all, because you hate the government. Instead of you to play, it shows clarity about what the government is doing. When I blame on there's been nonsense, there's been this, whereby you were playing the politics of hate and indoctrination, trying to indoctrinate the people to believe that everything has to be based on a monarch. It doesn't. We are not we are a capitalist system of government, and we are also a democratic. We are not absolute monarch like Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Now, if you look at the Kenyans have able to reduce their own to its bare minimum. Nigeria is still struggling because you know why? The politicians, the elite, weaponize poverty. Somebody told you where I know the Edo people. When they are hungry, you give them corn, they'll come to you.
I have a lot of Kenyan friends here. The poverty rate in Kenya, not that Kenya is far better than Nigeria. Nigeria is better than
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you, that the rate of how our political thing is changing. Kenyans have reduced their to this bare minimum because of that thing that happened.
You see what happened in Kenya? The legislators in Kenya, there was a time they were inside the forest. They were doing
Yes.
They were doing
Yes, we saw the video.
We cannot
exactly.
Country.
That is what I'm telling you. That's the shift in the Metamu Weba. But our own is not that they not soon with Zampara. You see what's happening in Zampara? That is exactly what was happening in Kenya. But what we are trying to tell you now is that some of these leaders still hold on to that power. They can still indoctrinate a lot of people. Here you go, Dinya. So that they will come and tell you everything is shining. Meanwhile, they are in darkness. Not the Mama Bege, Brother Chris. A generator in Kwelonani. Mama Bege at all. We were not seeing him. But somebody was shouting, the door is shining. I don't know if you understand. This is a generator. I don't know. So the thing is, they are still holding that thing on your problem. So that is why we need to change. And what you are doing now is you are actually giving them education, because education means taking people, taking somebody who does not know out of ignorance. That's what you're doing, because that would then open their eyes and say, no, this thing have to be like this, X, Y, and Z. Somebody didn't know that all these things we were talking about, the MIs, the Sultan, the Obas, and they are under local government. They didn't know.
No.
They didn't know. It was yesterday they now finally started knowing that they are under local government. They don't even have a constitutional power. They are just there as advisories. So all this education needs to go into our people, so that, because they really all in Nigeria for long. So for you to change that, that is why where I sit down, I can you to tell you now, me wa beg we no ye mountain, we beg Ogamadan, we beg me. It's just an indoctrination to keep you in that solitary confinement. Oh, where if they are no sota, if not beg will do, we no muja emunana, they're not begging. What's the man beg coronavirus for the? What's the normal beg coronavirus? Okay, do man. So you see the indoctrination. So people must think.
Thank you, Mr. Israel. Yeah.
I must align myself with Israel. It's a few words about a sentence about make Ladana. Now we're talking about insecurity the other day. That was how the name of monarch and traditional ruler just sneak into that conversation. But unfortunately, the man who caught between Denmark and Norway didn't understand the content of my statement. Now, when things are not going according to the rules in the certain community or in the society, there is a way our traditional people, there is a way they intervene spiritually. Okay, you are aware of what I'm talking about now.
Yes.
That thing will never see the light of the day. That evil will never see the light of the day. Now, most of these traditional rulers here receive allocation from the federation account, from the state governor, councillor, and the rest of them. Even today, when you go to some of these traditional rulers, police or these are questions we need to ask ourselves, because you have with their bid and everything. You have the church, have the outer you that way, so very dick way. who is not deceiving who? We need to ask ourselves a lot of questions. We understand that because that is the situation of Nigeria today. There was one mindless criminal that wrecked half of company people. According to source we heard, and that some powerful institutions did their best to kind of hurt his feet, and he quickly ran away from Edo State. But I also believe that Igbabe TV or Yemi Road in there. Boss said, "Na la majina wa light over mwema." At least we heard our parents, our father, our forefather. You have to buy a video of my man. Where even that he has no level. Having in my there is sign or but does it mean they no longer get that sign today? Does it mean they no longer get the sign? Or was it Lana some mobile? As an Lana some way? So we need to be asking ourselves a lot of questions. Or where we need matota de where Mudia sometimes I mean it's no longer workable. It work because of even here now, my brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. Please, audience, brothers and sisters, my followers, fans that is watching me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ogele TV, my Facebook, Ogele Talk Show. And I want to appreciate one of our brothers, Mr. Alex Agmontaini. He sent 50,000 to that account that we are contributing for money for Timothy Osenegi. Everybody should help me to appreciate him. God bless you, my brother. God will refill that your pocket. And
thank you very much, brother.
It's on my comment section. Go and copy it, please. Let's do it for this man. And for your information, you just get a letter today. They are trying to suspend that guy because he's not working in the favor of Ukpebulu. They told him by January they will drop him from that work. So at least he's going to be handicapped. Let's use this laptop. Anything we know we can raise for him. He has a wife. Let's use this my platform to raise something for him. At least somebody who has some physically challenged person. Is this saying we need a dividend of democracy? Ama women were begging. I get what women money they do. Our begging, all you fight for democracy. They know we deserve a better life. But some people know yeah, we are begging. Here we are, and here one, and here my one when you God has given us the resources. We need to enjoy it. We are here today. I'm here in Norway. My father and my mother is not from Norway. But I know the impact the Norwegian government has played in the life of my family. I always say it. I will continue to be appreciating them. For accommodation alone they give to me. Even if I'm paying the rent. For even open the door for me and my family. It's a welcome development. We in Nigeria, we can't even accept ourselves. We are enemy to ourselves in our own land. So there is a video I'm going to play today that surprised me. I just said government. It now become something else in the whole of federation. Going with hard things. There's that video. When I saw the video today, I said, who do us this one? Where do we find ourselves? People that call themselves aid to the governor. You will be ashamed. I know one of them that call himself an aid in a democratic society. What qualification does he have for even making to be aid to a government? According to what we had, the man is not competent. He can choose to work with incompetent people. But without the state, we'll never move forward. I think we are going to watch the video.
Ow. At all. What you not see?
Okay. You see, when we reached Oshun, I think it was on Friday morning, afternoon. Okay. No verse. We reached Oshun Friday afternoon, towards evening, come waka, go where we want to stay, and all that. So when we come outside, when we come stroll around the town, now we see and say, Oshun is not shining.
So Adeleke never do any work since Governor Adeleke.
The man has been dancing for 3.5 years in Oshun. He used Oshun money to drink champagne and dance. You see our governor of Edo State, His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebolo. There was a time where people they say waka waka governor because the man they waka the check projects. The man they waka the check project.
Yes.
But
okay.
The time where somebody like Adeleke governor Adeleke go check project, see what that they do. He go use how they dance.
Well, but you know, say if you say for 3 years, no mind. If you say for 3.5 years, he don't use Osun State money, take drink champagne, take do party. You know, see that one a real allegation. Now strong allegation, no.
Not be what Osun people tell us. I was in Osun and the citizen of Osun. Now he tell us, gather us, carry us, work. I don't know anywhere.
Okay, the person now Osun person.
The people now Osun people, not be one person. Die hard people from Osun. They are Osun citizens.
Okay.
They live in Osun. They stay in Osun. In Oshogbo, they carry me go where Adeleke they do flyover when he never complete for 3.5 years.
The flyover never reach. Never complete.
No, 3.5 years. He never complete. For there, and we see the flyover, and Osun is dark, no lights anywhere.
They no get light at all. For the city center, Osun no get light.
Light for Osun. Everywhere is dark. Even when we reach where we want to do our primary, we get to wait. We wait till they can't go source generator come because there was governor of Ondo, there was governor of Edo, there was the former governor of Kogi, the White Lion.
So opposite like 4 governors gathered.
All of them come on all our escort come on. He lost. They face the secretariat. He lost like now we take face secretariat.
No, you sure for this way they talk?
True talk. Is that my video?
Make I hear from Egogo waiting. No mind that they talk now.
I was in Osun State.
You did there.
I was live in Osun.
Now Pidgin would they speak for you. We are local people.
My brother, I did live for Osun.
Okay.
Everything with my colleague they talk here, no one be lie. They are all genuine. Osun State at this time.
So that one can't reach say he no go fit contest again because he don't come up for APC now. He don't come up for APC. PDP. He don't come up for PDP now. He don't go another party now. He don't go accord. So that one come and say now he no fit contest again.
Let me tell you the truth. You see Adeleke family. Their senior brother don't fair do governor before he die. They can't send this song where they dance. He go Senate. Before God can elevate and come be governor for Osun State, thinking he's coming to perform. We don't know say
Now
dance, they can't dance.
So now 1 term governor, now one given now.
He's 1 term governor.
Brother don't fair do governor. He don't do, meaning they don't do 8 years.
Okay. I get plenty question. I know say Englishman to get question, but the question now where some people they ask for street. They say una no come from Osun. Osun no concern una come from Edo State.
David,
no mind it. They say una come from Osun. Una no come from Osun. You be Edo person.
Yes.
How Osun election take concern una?
It go concern us because when my governor was contesting, Davido were campaigning for Aswen.
You sure?
Yes. The videos are there.
You get record?
Yes. Every day we have proof for all these things now. If they send a lie, may they go anywhere where they want. People, if they even bring evidence from me from Osun now. Where I want to the post.
Imade mama na from Edo State. Maybe na make Davido come say make he campaign for.
So my wife no be from Osun.
Your wife na from
Osun?
Yes. You see Davido mama na from Edo State.
My wife is from Osun. Yeah, from Oshogbo, and their family no be your family.
Okay.
As well.
But no mind that people say you and Davido can't let her be friends through Israel. They call that one.
Davido was my fan.
Say Israel. Oh, Davido na your fan.
Yes, now.
Maybe you be fan to Davido.
I cannot be a fan of Davido. Davido is my fan. The video is there.
Davido na your fan.
Davido call me, tell me saying I'm my fan, saying in a PDP.
No. This is the way they talk. Davido na big name. Now one of the biggest we'll get for Africa.
That's not
so Davido they tell you say him be your fan.
That's not the board of contention, whether you are big or you.
My brother, you see where we have found ourselves. These 2 guys, I know them very well. I cannot deny. Chris, if you watch the Egogo, you know he was with me in my mother's burial. Now, let me tell you one thing. In a civilized society, you are not from Osun State. You went as an aide to Okpebolo, where they say that one head not correct. Osun State people has not come out in the public and say their governor is not doing anything. Osun is not shining. You take the slogan you are using in Edo to Osun State. What concerns Edo with Osun? It's a 2 different states entirely. Do you know what I respect that Adeleke? Do you know what respect I have for him? Even if it must not be PDP or APC. No. You know what Nigeria, these guys are trying to do now to Nigeria stand, that everybody must be APC. But the man told them, he can never be APC. This man that you are condemning is even closer than Tinubu, even more than Okpebholo. They are from the same state, the president. Davido, you are mentioning his name. Davido have access to the president. Because he don't have access to Okpebholo, he's still a popular governor. Okpebholo is the least unpopular governor in the whole of the federation. Look at the criminal he mentioned. He said the White Lion, former Kogi State governor, who stole about 120 billion. And is moving freely because it belongs to APC. You see, a country where mediocrity is occupying the streets of Nigeria, and you are telling me, Nigeria will enjoy the dividends of democracy? Even if I'm a blind man, I cannot employ these guys as my aide. Because Okpebholo is like that. Okpebholo is supposed to be ashamed of himself as a governor. With what is the man, with what you are accusing the man for now? You are saying the man is using a Osun State money to buy champagne. Before even the man become a governor, that family is a billionaire. God, even Tinubu is afraid of that family when it comes to physical cash. Tinubu make his money through government. Most of them, they were not even government. Like Davido's father. He has never participated in any position in Nigeria. But he's a billionaire. He doesn't make noise. Even if the man is dancing, is what he loves to be doing. What concern, because they don't put for his vehicle, we could go shoot. Now so they still do, they go Ekiti the other day. Now only Edo de Nigeria. Edo is one of the poorest states as far as Nigeria is concerned today. Because we have an incompetent governor who does not know from his right and left. He does not know the difference between minus and plus. He does not know it. So, my brother, you have watched this video. What is your take, brother Chris? Look at the local media in Nigeria, in Edo. These are the kind of people that are inviting on the media house.
Yes, you see, everything in Nigeria is politics.
Oh my God.
Now, everybody you are talking, these guys you are talking about, they are from within the locality here. Now you are crossing almost about 2-3 states. You are interfering their local politics. This is not a federal election. This has to do with their own state, local government, and state election. So I don't know his interest. Probably those state governments aligned with probably the opposition there. He's also used his own platform to kind of campaign for the opposition in that state. I think that is what the man have at the back of his mind. Ordinarily, I don't see any reason why a Benin man or an Edo man interfering in an election somewhere in Lagos. You are not within Lagos territory. You don't belong to their political party. You are interfering. So I don't know what exactly he wants in Osun State. Osun State does not have a relationship with Edo State. They are two different states entirely. This is not a federal election. This is a state election. So I don't know what he actually wants. They are also using his platform to create awareness for the opposition party within the state. So I think that is just all.
Israel, what is your take? Mr. Israel, are you there?
I am here. First of all, there's what you call sycophants who has taken the affairs of the institutions. So this is how they behave. And in as much as I'm not from Osun State, I actually have respect for them. But when people do not understand how government works, this is how it is. You can't call these people SSA. These are just miscreants. They are just people who are just touts. Like I always tell them, garbage in, garbage out. They said Osun is not shiny, and I just laugh, and I don't have time for the shiny or no shiny. Now, this is the first project by Adeleke that they don't know. Health outreach. Imole Surgical Medical Outreach benefited 18,000 residents with free surgeries. Another year? Another year?
Yes.
Okpebholo get that one, Abi. Free surgeries with cataracts, eye, hernia, and swellings. And treatment of hypertension and diabetes, malaria, and tuberculosis. Primary health centers upgraded of 200 PHCs with solar power, boreholes, and medical supplies, refurbishment plans for 6 general hospitals. Pension welfare schemes like the one that was done by the previous administration in Edo Now, listen to this. Approval of 3.3 billion for retirees. In a year, enrollment of 29,000 pensioners into a healthcare insurance scheme. Do we have that in Edo? But we will destroy the one that is there. Community development. 518 million presented to 40 communities for local infrastructural projects. Educational and governance. Recruitment of teachers and inauguration of commissioners and reform in mining and commerce. Is that not what they asked for? Okay. Road infrastructure. Constructed roads and rehabilitated over 200 kilometers of roads. Not road, roads across Osun, plus a broader road renew program to tackle long distance infrastructural decline. Water supply. Provision of boreholes in each of the 333 wells to improve access to potable waters. Did you hear that? So these people talking nonsense, rhetorics, just because you want to use it as a political smear and campaign, you don't mean well, and they are throwing tantrums on something, and they forgot that a governor we have cannot even read the budget.
Oh, cool.
Cannot even tell us how his budget is going to run.
Wahala.
Cannot even, like, this is a public disgrace. This is people that I just read you some of his achievements compared to what we have there. Like Mr. Chris said, we are in comatose, and these people are making mockery. And they are making mockery of us, that they have reduced us from the heartbeat of the nation to the heartbeat of nonsense.
No,
because at the end of the day, it doesn't, Mr. Chris, it doesn't make sense. Like, these guys will just keep talking nonsense and they don't read. I don't blame them because they don't read and they call themselves SSA. Are they not supposed to be advisory to the governor? Yeah. Look at what they are saying. Can you even Ogele, if you have a business today, will you employ such people who has this kind of rotten rhetoric coming out from their mouth? Can you imagine? These are the people working for the Edo State governor. They don't have a job. All they do is just to hype. Go to Ekiti. The best governor in Edo. This is what they do. So this is what the taxpayers' money is being spent on by the governor who said he wants to bring renewed hope. We're looking at these two people. Are they not renewed hopelessness? So, Mr. Ogele, I don't know what I'm going to say today, because to me, it's a shame that you are actually looking at somebody else's nyash, meanwhile your own is open. Hell! Oh, when you're not okay,
the last video I'm going to show, this is a state where we have a governor. There was a guy last time when they were fighting, I think, Ogeri, where they say one Aboki man used cutlass, they cut the boy hand. Do you know the boy is now on Facebook now begging? And we have a state governor. You went to a Osun state and start criticizing Osun that the state is not, it's total darkness. I don't know the kind of electricity we have in Edo. I don't know the kind of electricity we have in Nigeria that Osun people don't have. So what I'm saying is that this is a state we have a governor. A citizen has cried out that he has been driven away from the hospital. No money to even continue his treatment. And the hype men are going around to Ekiti and Osun. You cannot hype and tell your governor, please, governor, this is your citizen. Take out of the state money to treat him. I'm going to show you the guy this video now. The video is not talking. That's one of the problems. Okay. I'm coming over. The video, you can't play it. So, if you see the video, you will not be happy. This guy is begging for the governor of the day, to the government of the day to support him. The boy is that day where they fight for Ogeri, where they say Aboki caught Benin boy. The boy has been driven out from the hospital now. Okay, somebody said they have sent the own Austin. Mr. Austin, can you send me the receipt, sir? Send the receipt to me on WhatsApp. God bless you, sir. God bless you. Just send me the receipt. So, as I was saying, you see, we Nigerians, we allow this tax to grow in the society. Why was they not having a problem? Why? When Okpebholo assumed office, we know the calamity that was happening in the street of Benin. When driver was being beaten up in the street, our market women has been humiliated. Now, the same thing is still going on today in the market of Edo. When is Isha woman? It's still taking over the market of Edo. Today, yesterday, a certain market was being blocked. They were telling them to be paying 500 naira. They said they are tired. They said they are even coming to destroy the market without no proper relocation. Where you are going to relocate them to. What kind of government are we running? You will just wake up and start at least brutalizing the life of the people. Are they animals? Is it a crime to be a Nigerian? These are my questions. Is it a crime? Because Nigeria, we don't feel safe in our land. About 2 days ago now, Akure Road, all the way to Benin.
You see, when
kidnap all of them. We have never seen the governor talking about the insecurity problem we're having in Edo State. I've never seen. Show me one media house. This man continue talking about 2027. You don't know whether we will make it up to that day. Nobody knows. Our people are seeing the forest today in the hands of kidnappers. You don't see the governor addressing the security situation in the state. My brother, make una contribute to our quota. I don't tire for all those Edo matter. I don't tire.
The truth of the matter, you see, a lot of things have actually happened in our politics. When you go down to the era Tumbo, I think we still have some good and responsible men as a politician then. But immediately Oshomole came in, some character find themselves in politics. Today, they have become a monster. No man born of a woman can remove them. But I just believe just for a time. They are there. You can't talk to them. They don't have faculty. Their mind is carnal. Whatever decision they take, the government of the day always abide with them. I said something was it yesterday. I said, look, the greatest problem of Edo State politics today is the people of Edo South. They are the one creating problem. They are the one creating tension in Edo State politics. And Ishama does not create problem in Edo State politics. And now Chima does not create tension in Edo State politics. The people who create problem in Edo State politics are the people from Oredo, probably Ward 1, Ward 2, those people within the ring road as it's there.
Let me
they are
just
the one
Mr. Austin, I just saw your receipt now. God bless you. You just sent 50,000 to the account. God will bless you. God will reward all of you. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. They are making the system uncomfortable. Now, somebody who is privileged to become an SSA or SC or whatever the name is called, probably ought to have been somebody who has something in his head, who could always play an adversary role to the government and to his constituency. But unfortunately, the people who probably are always opportune to get that position today, when you look at their profile, they are not supposed to live for this generation. They are not supposed to live for this generation. Now, when they are appointed as SC and SSC, one of the primary assignments the government normally gives, because we know all these things, they create a platform. When they create a platform, they use that platform to reach out to the people. Israel refer to them as sycophants. They tell all kinds of lies. They tell all kinds of stories that does not exist. They are busy fighting the opposition. That is just their primary job. They don't have anything doing. Now, what they are doing, Christmas is approaching now. They are moving from one leader to the other. They are looking for money. They are looking for gift, and just like that. These are the things they are doing. Ordinarily, they are supposed to tell the governor, in my constituency, there is kidnapping going on. Governor, we need to do something about it. Oh, governor, you have done so well. You were the one that constructed this road. That road will be put on social media. People will be saying it. But we do not longer see things like that. What they are just after, how much can they get? Inigo Mahavio Yekbo, Inimoto Mahade. When this man came to power, when he started buying vehicles, the question you need to ask yourself, Baji moto na yao, adele back if you're not security. Why back yao? Today, people are paying for the failure of the government. Now, you are talking about probably a boy that had injury or one thing or the other. Let's not lie. Let us not pretend. Go to UBTH. I'm talking of UBTH, University of Benin Teaching Hospital. Children of school age, they are being held captive. They are in that hospital. They can't go home. Because of probably with some complication, probably their parents didn't prepare. They are not financially stable. They can't pay the bill. Sometimes the government will be treating, or the management of the hospital will be treating. You want to tell me hospital? Yes, the hospital. Yes, I'm telling you this. Now go and find out from UBTH. Go and find out from UBTH what I'm saying now. It's happening there.
It's correct. It's correct. Mr. Chris is correct. There's this one guy that I know that was there. His name, that guy, I think it was called Miracle. He looked like a cripple. He has been in UBTH for years. They've neglected him there. He has been there
now. It's
for years. This is true.
Yes, it's only when kind-hearted individual they will go and make some donation.
Yeah, I remember there was one
they
woman
go and
from
make
France.
some donation. But that would have
women. You are right. I remember one woman from France the other time when I was watching a video. There are some pregnant women after giving birth 2-3 years. Oh yeah, now you go discharge here. About 4-5 of them what we last about 2 years ago. And now we are renting 1 year.
Okay.
They were there for more than 2 years.
Yes. Now UBT is about 50-something years old today. Now from their SS crude accounts, they cannot write off some bids. I don't want to mention a name because I'm not permitted to mention a name now. There's a boy in UK, on in Nigeria during COVID-19. That boy almost lose his life. He almost died. Okay, on some complication. It was fortunate. I don't know how he found his way to UK. I don't know UK. There's what we call primary health care center. He didn't go to their general hospital. I was here where he have less than 25% to give up. You know, they did all they could do to rescue the life of that young man. The bill he accumulated, in fact, also had constructed do. The government, I visa expire, COVID-19, he can't come back to Nigeria. And I write off his bill. I don't lie, you that boy came early this year. Me marry your own. A GP not do love now. A federal PSL GP. But one of the things I tell him, I was not after seeing where Oraigo, but my job was that he came back with good head. I will not see what I mean. The sickness was killing him. Did you know all the medical UCHO, UBTHO, all the big hospital in the Redo, LASU, all here, a massive detective no worry. Come out and worry. Come out in, even when nurse can be detected and treated somewhere in UK or in other parts of the world. That boy was treated and his health was restored back. Today is fully alive. Even if monies are located to this hospital, the management they share among themselves. They don't care whether patients are dying. We are here, emergency. We don't have doctors there. I won't lie you. Any doctor, I told you some time ago, I took my daughter to one of the hospitals, federal government-owned hospital in this state. I received after paying the consultation fee and the rest of normal receipts, I paid where come and take your list. We are not going to attend to them because the patient are told, what are you talking? We brought in a patient for an emergency. You are telling me we should take them. If I'm a medical doctor, I will bring my child here. The doctor heard my voice. Now I want to see the CMD. I want to see the CMD. Now the doctor quickly intervened. What was the problem? And I explained to him. Or when the secretary should explain better to him. The secretary was short of words. Though it was a conspiracy against the patient in the hospital, one, they were short of doctors. The number of doctors cannot attend to the number of patients are waiting seeing the doctor for the day. So doctors, they were handicapped. How is it that doctor they will attend to everybody because of the statement I made, and I was going to see the CMD and I must report to the CMD. In order to attend to him, man. But what people were just telling the doctor, just don't back me, I come out. Why our government is failing by the day? They don't care whether people die. A governor, a commissioner, a siren, the reason why the governor is not aware that there is insecurity, the number of aid that is attached to the governor, you will imagine if we are even in Gaza or somewhere Moscow or Ukraine. Former Deputy Governor Philip Shuaibu. The only armed forces in Imami Ebuwaye among the military personnel.
Yeah, Israel. Go ahead before you come
back. Just only one individual. If the government can allocate this security to the length and breadth of Edo State, we will have insecurity. But the government, they don't care. If your money and money, will nobody stay in government forever. The highest you can stay in any government is 8 years. Even before that 8 years, your popularity is already dwindling, it's already going down. But they don't know. The society you refuse to build today, you come and pay for the nonsense you created for the society. So our government, care in any way. When you go to places like UP, their patients are dying by the day. They don't have personnel. I told you, let us not deceive ourselves. A doctor will worry when I be UP teacher now. How can the money for 3 months of bad? They will even prefer go to Ukraine. They will even prefer go to Gaza. They will even prefer to go and work in other parts of the world. But they want to live here because they are not sure of the job they are doing. A man is getting the job. I always thanksgiving in the church. Probably he didn't belong to the ruling party. Are you where you man? A whole lot of issue. Our government, they are not interested about the welfare of the people. What they are solely concerned, a government do have a budget now. A budget in the way I okay to say since when I go to that analysis man. Yes, when I go the money those states is generating is even without the federal allocation, it's even enough to fund the budget. But the money will sneak into the leader's hand. The money will sneak into this criminal's hand. Do you know we borrow? It's just that sometimes I'm not the type that go out anyhow. If you phone me, I'm working and I feel ticket, they only we borrow. We borrow. Can the government of today tell you the amount of money they are generating with borrow? In the days of Obaseki, I know a particular area with Sapleru, the government have to announce it generate will be keke na pay, because most of the transactions we have done online. According to Israel, or wherever if you lidara ladi, I mean government has said amigo here, but lidara manage revenue of state. How can you get money? How can you raise the revenue profile? Is it possible? Because a manavio yebani, a teacher, they don't care about the state. Here be hotel, here be school, here be pure water factory. But this facility near border there, they don't have access road. They are just getting the name. Oh, but the bad news for them is that a government now will be barepania. We give me here will be tinokwa because why? Ego ne marini ane, e mari we can't be tea boyo virinia. Ego ne abiri yeso wa, again ya we mirokba, or be diho yoa, because imania me any so. Iyan soba van okuyana no dena ave ma the what of the new Benin, what of the ring road. Igo ni appeal so abapa was say, can the government of Edo State, the government upper market,
Chris, there is a question I want to ask you. Just why is it that people, all these petty traders who are trained for years, there are some of the new Benin market, Kyoba for decades, they don't have pension benefit. Why?
Now you made there was a time we discussed. Then you were in APC, I was in PDP. You know, we're always having accusation here and there over the party we are supposed to, align with. Now Obaseki built the Central Park. You did a perfect analysis, and even if you bring a doctor from the Department of Economics and Statistics in University of Benin, he can't. The analysis you did. I was so convinced. I called my younger brother. Look at what he said. A man who probably, let's assume that he's a driver with Central Park. He has contributed for 35 years. He paid tax, rebel, and the rest of them. And it is assumed that it's not a government job, but it's also a government job. Now, this man is old and this man wants to go home. What is his benefit? Haven't contributed to that part, haven't contributed to the development of the state. What will this man take home? You see, man, Miami database, government just wake up and do stupid and they go home with it. Nobody asks them question. From 1960 till date, no government should be praised for whatever they've done. They've wreaked a lot of havoc on the people. Now, in Central Park, and I just give you an example now. So also applicable to the women, the trade we work with, the college we work with. They are suffering. A mosquito area. At the end of the day, that is where they generate money to send their children to school. After graduating from the school, there is no job forthcoming. You see graduate first class material. You see children who are being trained by the parents. They don't have job. They are always on the walkway with their POS. When you beckon on them and have a chat with them, he will tell you, I graduated from XYZ University. There is no job. Government is not creating an enabling environment. We are not saying government create job now, but create an enabling environment that will enable people to kickstart business on their own. And the worst the government of today did to Edo people and Nigeria people is the present meter they are distributing across every room now, not every house is in Benin now, across every room. And I'm telling you now categorically, the government of BDC no longer supply electricity to that part of the state. They are only supplying electricity to Benin, that is New Benin Market and Ring Road. They have cut off every supply to other parts of the city. It's only Ring Road and New Benin Market they are supplying electricity now because they are making them. Traders are crying, business owners are crying. But I expect some individuals, some institutions to come out and say, BDC, the people cannot survive with this present billing you are giving to the consumers. It's becoming too much. And I'm telling you, if you come to my house now, I will not allow you to charge my phone, to charge your phone in my house, because I will tell you I can't pay. When I'm leaving home, I will take off my fuse. That's the extent to which it has gotten to. People remove their fuse while they are leaving home because they don't want anybody to make use of their light. People cannot make use of light anymore. It's becoming so expensive that even a classroom teacher cannot afford electricity today. What is the government doing about it?
Okay, now with all this situation, and the government is trying to bring in another tax reform with the whole narrow Nigeria.
Yes,
Israel,
the tax reform. The tax reform.
After Chris, how is Nigeria going to survive it? These are my concerns. These are my
Yes.
concerns.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Let me just allow Mr. Chris to finish before I tackle that your question.
Yeah. Chris, go ahead.
Okay, I should go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, the tax reform and the present billing, BDC billing, they are three evil that will do Nigeria no good. The government is not interested. Now, when you are talking about industrialization, the first thing you mentioned is electric power supply.
Yes.
Nigeria is already cut off. The small scale businesses people are trying to start with their hard-earned money. The government, the BDC, they are taking away their capital. Not even their profit now. They are taking away their capital. People are trying to go solar, but they cannot afford the money. The only area that would have a kind of stabilized it, that would have served as a leverage for them, is the so-called BDC, government electricity supply. But the government today is making their capital. We must give it to our brothers and sisters in diaspora. Oh, brother, I just graduated from the school now, but I have not gotten a job. He said, go learn the trade for a period of 6 months. I will send you the money. The government can never support your project. The government can never support what you are doing. The government have refused to build roads. The government have refused to provide security. The government have refused to supply the basic thing that make business thrive. But the same government, when you set up your business today, the government will not even wait and say, how will this business function from now to the next 6 months? What they after they want to come and collect money. You see this guy, these mindless individuals, they are always on the streets. Sometimes the community will tell you, the community man will do same business now. You must give us our share. You must give us our share. But they don't even think how long this man stay at home before he now finally got a job. And before he started this job, was there any person, either as a government or as an individual or some institution, who in their own good way, my brother, take this one, take and support your business? They are not always there. So you see, Nigeria is a problem. But I also realized that with the pay the people are going through, those who supported the PC during the last election, the market does not segregate when it comes to buying and selling. There is no market for APC. There is no market for PDP. I think it's high time Nigeria open up their eye and discover where they are supposed to be at this material time. 2027 is at the back of the door. Now, Nigeria should be prepared. Tinubu government, has he favored Nigerian? The PVC will decide. If it's not favoring Nigeria, PVC will decide. I think that is my submission.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Israel, go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ogele. You see, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, clear, loud and clear.
So the problem is that how do we fix the tax system, like you said, in Nigeria? Like I told you yesterday, I answered that question yesterday. If you don't have a strong institutions, you will that state is going to fail. That state is going to fail. For example, let me use you as an example. There's a taxes you pay. It's called pay as you earn, the payee.
Yeah.
It's on your. The Italians will say busta paga. It's on your pay slip. I don't know what the Norwegians call it over there.
We call it no slip. Yeah, it's pay slip.
Okay. If you check there, there's something you pull there, and a system where you don't have a proper database of every individual living in that geographical territory. How do you then collect taxes? How do you then know who is paying and who is not paying? How do you then factor in other things that people will know usurp these things? That was why Mr. Chris was saying I was using the word Olidara. It's true. Olidara Adomi were taxing and it's not possible. Because just as you are earning, the government is saying it because you have what is called in America they call it social security number. That is where every details about you is there. The tax office just need that security number from you. I don't know what it's called in Norway, but I know it's in England they call it NI number. Your NI number has
we call it personal number here.
Okay, everything about you is there. Where you work, your house address, everything is there. They don't need anything from you as far as you earn. So as the day they employ you, that your NI number is already registered and the tax office is seeing it. The day you earn, you'll be surprised that your money, everything
is automatic here. Once your contract is verified, it goes automatically.
Exactly. Why do you think it's done like that? That is a proper institution. Only that river. Although come on, youth for youth do you see it? So this is why we are talking about that a governor would have been the best governor if he had worked with what he has, what was given to him as foundation structures that will enable his government to thrive. Because he has no idea, he failed. This is exactly what Tinubu is doing. Now, my question is to you, Mr. Ogele, how can you be building a foundation how can you be building a house under a rotten foundation?
It's difficult.
That is exactly what the Tinubu's administration is practicing. However, I told you, I believe I'm a pro-institution. I believe in good governance. This their party affiliation thing. If your party, see, you have been there. Some of these parties will come out even before the election. They will come and tell you their laid down activities. In the next 4 years, they might not attain power. What do you think they are telling the people? They are trying to give you what they intend to do. They task in our task system, man. This is how we are going to be doing it. This is how we are going to be trying. Oh, you'll be seeing them. Just check your news. This is how institutions work. Meaning, They will be working on it. Or imagine at a visibility study. Okpebholo does not even know that. Any no go out show is no what go any no what go or in at visibility studies. They don't know it. I'm not saying that about it. When psychophants takes the affairs of the day, the affairs of governance, what do you see? You have a retrogressive state. Retrogression, progress.
There is one question I want to ask you. When a government is implementing a law of tax reform,
yes,
like the way I understand tax here, there is a benefit going along with the tax. Is the president of Nigeria telling Nigerians, if you pay this tax, these are your benefits as a Nigerian? Because my tax here, there is a benefit going along with the tax. Everybody benefits from the tax.
Yes, that is the thing. So your essence of paying tax is to get so the essence, like I said,
why do we get most of the free schools here? It's because of your tax.
Exactly. So now here is the point. Yes. Now here is the point. There's what we call over here in the UK. There's what we call council tax. So the council tax is paid. It's every household. You must pay it. So every household pays their council tax, and they bring it yearly. And they'll pay monthly. Okay. So what does that? Okay. Absolutely correct. So they work with the local council. Police, fire service. Mr. Prince, I took a very break it down now. So a dividend. Are you seeing it? A police, fire service, that is why it's Kotai Road. When mama no ukbo, ugwe yori do va we awe. When man away, very party no way, I go your or Makanya in American way. Do you know where the webu? Una a child road ban on a gallop. For example, una day, maybe una wera. We're not suing the council. If you know your proper way, you will win that case.
Can you imagine?
Are you getting the whole thing now? Are you getting the whole thing? A mark, on our way park, a park can be Kanayaku, a park in Amera Wune, that is all even a tree, a rice way Wuba, a running out Bunya, not dig bear, in Waluya, when you go to government, when you go to the local authority. When you go to pay, that is to tell you where. So even in my secretary, why I might maintain and make sure where a minimum problem or harm to the citizens. Somebody not being attacked in a state or like mighty pain, you as Umaria, you didn't go and visit the victims to pay solidarity visit. Nothing. You left them in comatose. See, if you saw Ron or Ladian or Ladian, so you will be wondering. I've asked this question countless times. If somebody in no rewebu, no enjoy other amenities in the metalona, or where door is shiny, that person needs to be. Then we need to actually try to to actually reassess that person if he's mentally stable. This is just a pure truth.
Yeah, Mr. Timothy, you just came in here now. I saw you. Can you unmute yourself, sir? Mr. Timothy, who are you now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I saw because we were not. I saw your governor's aide. They went to Osun State and say Osun is not shining. What concerns Edo and Osun? Have you not seen the video?
Yes. Of course, I did a video on it on Saturday.
Okay.
That video I titled it Governor Okpebholo has abandoned governance in Edo. That was the title I gave to it. And in fact, that video I did on Saturday, it's even what led to a letter I sent to you a while ago that they now said,
explain to everybody. Explain.
Okay.
But first of all, everybody knows. You agree the house.
Yes.
Tell them.
I'm gonna. Yes. Yeah, let me greet the house. Uncle Chris, That's a lecturer and a professor of.
Where's your Oga book here?
Your network has started again, my brother.
So it wasn't that I came late. You know, people have been reaching out to me. I've been doing a lot of consultations, but it's sad that Governor Okpebholo is not prepared to serve Edo people genuine and effective governance yet. Genuine governance, adequate, progressive governance, accountable governance, efficient governance is not ready yet. It doesn't even understand it. His level of cluelessness is alarming. You know, so I did a video that when they took Gogo and not minded to Osun State, they were shouting, Osun is not shining, no more dancing governor. You know, and this was just ordinary primaries. Okpebholo went to supervise in Osun State for APC party. Them in Oria, they cannot deny we muni. Have you Okpebholo no super intend over a primary in Osun? So that shows APC is already in oblivion from what I can see. For where Okpebholo cannot be asked to go and chairman a primary. If you see what happened, there was no primary in Osun. What they only did was to come up with a consensus, candidate. No, aspirant. You know, it's an aspirant at this level. Yeah. So it's an aspirant. So it was just, it shows that even the people in APC in Osun, they are not ready to pursue, equity. They're not ready to pursue fairness. How can you people, the party will always, this is the only person, let everybody go and queue behind this person. That is not a fair system. That is not an egalitarian system. So the issue, that video I did finally led to what break the camel's back. This afternoon I was served a letter that from effect of 1st of January 2026, if Jesus Christ not quick come, I've been put on suspension without pay, and the government, Okpebholo government, has also put me on voluntary retirement. So you now ask yourself, what kind of a government is this? I wasn't incapacitated at the case of doing my job. They just say they want to just have me pushed out from the system. They believe, by asking me to go home, that one will now prevent me from speaking, as holding the state accountable. No, that one is even going to make me further exposing this administration of Governor Okpebholo a lot. So it shows that we have missed it, we have lost it. We're not minded. Egogo, we not go fit spare their name without they not go scratch their head. If they go bank, those are not go feel withdrawal slips. They want to go and lodging money. They cannot feel deposit form. They go only ask people the security or cleaner in the bank. Low IT function. So you have Okpebholo, you have turned this non-minded and stupid Egogo to become a face of Edo. So how did we get here? Ebo Stone has become a face of Edo. Then the last of Tony Kabaka, no more less. They are not the faces of Edo. How do they reach here? We have people like Brother Chris, by God's grace, a first-class graduate in economics. And this is not supposed to be, the kind of persons Okpebholo will have, galvanized around himself if he really knows what he's doing. I heard Brother Israel talking about you will have to come and maybe perhaps give an idea, you explain, some certain things. Is it known when a man knows? I was talking with somebody from Canada a while ago. The budget 2027 appropriation bill just submitted now. We're supposed to have spoken to the 2025 appropriation law to say, no, in health, we intend to have spent 77 billion naira. We could do this, we couldn't see it, we source the 5 billion naira. Though that we saw, I don't know if you people have the video of Okpebholo presenting 2026 appropriation bill to Edo State House of Assembly that has become a puppet in the House of Okpebholo. What I saw is about 2 minutes plus. Remember, Brother Chris do a video, the budget presentation, not say 20 or 30 minutes. No, Okpebholo put up few days ago.
So, 5 minutes of that one.
So,
okay, there is one.
So you imagine the big budget in Oniki, that a budget where you could not speak to the initial appropriation. You did not tell us the performance of in the area of education, what percentage. Okpebholo did not tell us the percentage of that budget, the performance of that budget for 2025. You and I do know that he did about 15%. That was the performance, index of a 2025 budget of over 800 billion naira.
Yeah.
Okpebholo could not. We don't even know the area where we are having a surplusity. We don't have the area where we have a deficit. We don't know. He didn't explain it, and none of the members of the House could stand up to engage him. But of course, they will be suspended. They will be asked to go home. I might not be asked now to prematurely, go home now from Edo State Civil Service. But I might not hear now speaking, vibrating, engaging now. How many individuals, how many Edolites, how many Nigerians can, put on this kind of garment of boldness, of let us not be wary of our tomorrow. You will not hear say Koba River, if you reach up, say you're from Ring Road, begin to fold your skirt to your breast level. No, you dare it. Okay, can I say Koba? You get to the Ikoba slope first to check the depth of the water. So, but nobody will want to speak. So it's so sad that no minding Egogo, they have now become the face of Edo. That shows that the governor we have does not know his onion. He does not know his right from his left. So we are going to suffer more. It's quite sad that Edo has been set on the reverse, vehicle of retrogression. Who would have been, thinking or believing that or hoping that Edo would have been more mega than this? Edo would have become a much enviable, national state in the whole of the West Africa. But who plunged us into this total mess? Is it not the big house, the palace, and some few disgruntled elements in Edo? People who their belly has become their god. People who believe that, the rest people can go and die. Israel can go and quench. Brother Chris can go into a complete extinction. Visually impaired Timothy can go into the wall of oblivion. They're not bothered. What happened to Israel Yamu? What happened to Odubu? What happened to General Cecily? We are here. What happened to General Charles Ariave? They are not engaging. When last did Yamu visited the Ugododo in Orion? It's only when he has election, he visits there. Orion today does not have a functional bank, not even a room and a parlor, a microfinance bank in Orion. Meanwhile, we had a man like Odubu who was in Senate for about 3 tenure or so, they said. He was a deputy governor for 8 years. So you now begin to ask yourself, are those persons, those people, are we ready to join the train of progress? Or we are ready to take the bull by the horn, or we are so satisfied, we are so fulfilled. So no Mande and Okpebolo and his chronics to have gone to do you know the disadvantage of what they have done? They have always succeeded in going to help to create enmity for for Osun against Edo people. They don't know, but Okpebolo will not go there because he does not have the capacity to engage someone like Governor Adeleke. But he can decide to mess up and poo-poo all over the place. He believes that he will not come back to that route anymore. He believes that he doesn't know that Adeleke is still the sitting governor. He can be completely bound and bad not to come into Osun to come and do any electoral matter. He doesn't know. He just believes that because he's the governor of those states, he's the first son of Tinubu, as Non-Mande and Egogo described in one of their stupid engagements they had. They thought, yeah,
Mr. Chris, your battery
we are
went
married
off,
from Osun. Sorry, some of us are married from Osun. We have businesses in Osun. Relations are businesses there. Some of our Edo people, majority of them are in Osun State. But Okpebolo, because he lacks credibility, he lacks content, he lacks efficiency, he lacks proficiency, he lacks good governance. He can go there and mess up and believe he will not return to Osun. And Governor Adeleke and his boys, they will go to so teach him a lesson that Tinubu, that he has so backed on and hoped on, will not able to rescue him and have him saved. So we will continue to engage these people until we remove them from the streets of Edo. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Israel, wrap it up so that we'll call it a day.
Well, thank you, Mr. Ogile. You see, the fact is, like I told you before, the institution we have now is not even caring for the citizens and the well-being of the citizens. All they are just talking about is they're not talking about the election that is going to come in 2027. But the first thing you have to ask the governor, is it an election season? The answer is no. You are to face governance. You are using the time for you to actually deliver the dividends actually the Edo people want you to do, to campaign for something that is not even yet. You are violating, and you said you were a senator. You see, this is why I think they are all just sycophants. And like one of them, my brother asked yesterday, where do you belong, Israel? I don't care where you belong. That is your own cup of tea. And I don't care you don't need to care where I belong. I belong to the people. Because that's where it is. If you don't know what democracy means, let me tell you now. Democracy was gotten from a Greek word known as demos and kraties. It means the people's power. So meaning, I belong to the people. Now I have finally give you the answer.
Yes.
I do not care about your party. Your party has nothing to do with me. It's irrelevance. Because all the structure you guys are creating is a structure of criminality, psychophancy, indoctrination, hate, deceit, propaganda. This is what you do. Using it to pilot the affairs of the state. And look at what you have caused. Chaos, nonsensity, no clarity, no accountability. It's just pure a tribalistic and nonsensical government that you have created. Yet, you are enjoying the same governance that speaks as for the people where you live. Then you then ask yourself, like, are we going to then continue this kind of recklessness? Somebody came into yesterday and told you, Mr. Ogile, the problem we have is that the people in diaspora are the ones killing those South leaders. Do you even have leaders? Or you have elites that are absolutely corrupt, who does not understand how governance works? All they know is their own political pocket or their political party. And look at the people they put in the aim of affairs. Using the word, instead of him to call the word mobilization, he's telling you it is mobilize. These are the people that are called SSA. And you expect that state to grow. And you then think that people in abroad who have seen what is called dividends of democracy, they will then tell you that their dough is shining under a leadership of somebody who cannot read his budget he wrote, under a government that cannot explain you in details of why his budget is going to be used. And you're asking about transparency and accountability. You should ask your government. This is what it is. Yeah. It's a pity that you can't compare people we have now to the likes of Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, Patrice Lumumba, Nelson Mandela. You can't compare them because these were people who understand the plight of the people. They were not only putting their own energy, they were placing resources on ground. It's just so bad that some people live abroad. You will still be telling Nigerians that you don't know what you are doing, abusing them. That is why I told you yesterday that we should not criticize them. We should stop. That's the word he told you yesterday. And I said, don't ever try that. Please. If you don't want to criticize them, that is your own freedom. That is your own right. Keep it in your house. Don't tell any Nigerian. I cannot tell Mr. Ogile this is how you could decide. And if they want to, they will tell you, if you want to criticize, you have to be constructive. Is that written in your constitution? That is another indoctrination, myopic people. You have to be constructive. Where did that come from? Do you understand the word constructive? Has the leaders that have ruled this country and the state, have they been constructive? When they want to talk to the people, look at the way an SSA is talking. And you expect that person to be a representation of you? Those people, you need to think. This is just pure, to be honest, Mr. Ogile, this is just pure madness. And I don't see anything coming out from that. A lot of people are going to say, oh, he's always supporting the... Like I told you, I do not care if the cat is black or white. The political party they do not have ideology. It's such a disgrace. When have you seen a Republican and the Democrat cross-carpeting like we are selling pure water?
Yeah, every day people decap in Nigeria. You say that is a political party. People
just because of money, and then we have sold ourselves. Although the heartbeat of the nation. Do you understand the heartbeat of the nation?
There is a political party here in Norway. They have never even produced prime minister. They are still there. One day in their life.
Do you know that I was in the Netherlands? The former prime minister of Netherlands, before this present one. A Nigerian saw him on the street riding bicycle. He was forced to take photograph. Let me just take photograph with you, Mr. Prime Minister. And he said, yes. He said, is this you? Mr. Prime Minister, I'm talking about the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
He was riding a bicycle in the street of Amsterdam.
Yeah, in Denmark, the Prime Minister go to work with bicycle in the summertime.
Exactly. If you come to the United Kingdom, the Prime Minister work with just 2 cars. You have the police siren and his motive. That's just all. He doesn't have anything but our own. Even local government chairman, even your grandmama, they go play siren follow on.
Local government, as allegedly, according to what I heard, all the SSA have a police.
Misplace of priority and funds.
SSA have police.
What sort of life do you really want to? Are we creating? And yet somebody will still tell you a day is shining. And I keep on telling them, you are just playing. In fact, you know the kind of people you go and tell that to, but not people like somebody like me. Because I don't even, it's not if you're thinking that, that's what you guys think. Oh, they've given this one money. That's what there was a miscreant actually was writing there. They're giving you these guys money. That's why you're talking like, do I look like somebody who's going to be giving money? Do you even know me at all? Do you think I care about your money? Look at this one. That's why people think that they can just be using the law, just tell you, look at this one talking. I told you just yesterday, I work with the law. So if you want to bring it, you can bring it on. Okay? You can bring it on. I don't need your money. Your money has nothing to do with me. As a bona fide citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I owe that. And it's Section 39 under the Fundamental Human Rights, which is entrenched in our Constitution, signed under the United Nations by the Nigerian government. So if you don't read your Constitution, don't come questions.
No.
People will come, they will start. If you go to all the social media, so indoctrinated. Courses, no citation, nothing, no references. They will just be talking hearsay. They say. I heard that. You heard that. They are the references. Somebody is telling you that I can bring. We've not seen you since now. I'm still waiting so that you can be bringing your references and so that we know where we stand.
That's all.
Oh, we removed subsidy. I told you yesterday it was point blank. You explain it to yourself. You can look at how much is the landing price of petrol and see how much is being sold. Then look at that cap, that little cap, that pot, what is it called? That's subsidy. You don't know. Oh, damn it, here we my Zedo. So mas one Zedo my Yedonia. So then here we my Zedo. I was born in Edo State, and I know how it is. I cannot live anytime they rub culture with politics. Culture is the total way of life of people. Politics is the engine of which you navigate a system.
That's all.
And it's not this reckless politics you have now. Politics of hate. You that woman like you don't have evidence to prove it. Like somebody was doing yesterday. You can just see that is pure hate. No friend, no thing to say where this is the truth. Politics of sectism, tribalistic nature, ethnic bigotry. That's what you play. Other than a proper sane politics that brings dividends for the people, for the state, and the progress of the country. It's not there. You went to Oshu and start shouting, "Oh, this is not shining," ranting, and this is supposed to be an SSA to the government. This is a pure disgrace. Mr. Ogele, thank you for having me, because sometimes it's just very sad that a state that is called the heartbeat of the nation have just been captured by these sycophants who have not taken the aim of affairs.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much
for your effort. God bless you. Mr. Inner ITV and Radio, I think we are going to call it a day now. We have been here since almost about 8:30. I really appreciate you. The donation is still going on, my brother. We pray for everybody. Somebody just donated 50,000 today again into that account. We are moving. I know we are going to get to the final destination. God will provide for all of my fans so that we can support you, my brother. So thank you very much.
Yes, I really want to appreciate you, Pa Ogele. You are such an amazing fellow. I must confess, Pa Ogele. This you are doing, no member of my old family, whether with immediate or extended, have taken this route. That's why I'm really very, very appreciative of your passion, your commitment, your push to ensure that, look, let's have Timothy to stabilize. if this present administration of Edo, under the watchful eyes of Senator Mondo Okpebholo, has lost, a government will come someday that will recognize, proficiency and efficiency.
Yeah.
A government that will recognize real work. A government that will recognize a capability, capacity will come someday. Okpebholo is not the first governor in Edo. He's not also going to be the last governor in Edo. So since they are being carried away, they are busy engaging themselves in a show of shame. They are busy, carrying out shenanigans, engaging in shenanigans. We will just continue to look at them because they lack capacity. You do not give what you do not have.
No.
So I hope Edo will learn from what the kind of embarrassment, the kind of show of shame Okpebholo and his cronies are currently putting up and displaying. While the railway board, those of them where they Europe, I hope you guys are seeing what is playing out in Edo. Would this have been the type of Edo you would have wished that you people have now in 21st century? You just have people are singing, "Oh, Edo is shining." So Edo people abroad, most of you people, you're also a major problem. You are not speaking out. I mean, is it only Ogele that is in Norway? Don't we even have some scholars in Norway that would have even been, be pushing, speaking for Edo and speaking for Nigeria? How many Benin persons that are in UK? Is it only Abat Obasa that is in UK? Is it only area mama that is in? Is it only she the one that is in Canada? Is it only Mr. Ogbera that is in Canada? So what are we doing? Is it only Madam Joasa Monta that is in Canada that are putting a print of the door and Nigeria?
Thank you very much, Mr. Timothy. I think I really appreciate you for your time. Thank you very much.
We hope to join. But before I drop this, I really want to appreciate everyone for this engagement.
Okay, Mr. Israel, go ahead. Wrap it up. Israel.
Mr. Ogele, I was just, before Inner ITV, I just heard from you just now that he was given a letter, probably it's going to be a sack letter by the Edo Broadcasting Service under the leadership of the governor of Edo State. It's very painful that Edo people are looking at this thing very, very normal. In a sane society, people who are of this nature are supposed to be guided, are supposed to get what is called the first privilege. It's in our constitution. You see, it's very sad that a blind man, somebody who does not see, a blind man, this person talking now is blind, was able to carry out an investigation to expose the government of what they call that they are incapable of doing things. That led to him being suspended, and if care is not taken, he will be sacked. Edo people, they told you what they all what bego de. Oh, yeah, on my bego de on our investigated government in the Muhiwa. Somebody is asking you, yes, he was asking us yesterday, where is the accountability? Then this is the same people you guys are mocking on social media that is going to be sacked. In fact, you guys are a disgrace. A government of disgrace. You actually, is somebody, a visually impaired citizen carried out an investigation to expose your government. And this is what you get. So we no longer have the democracy which you stood for as a senator and even became a governor. A disgrace. Thank you, Mr. Ogele.
Thank you, my brother. We'll push it on. Nina ITV, don't worry. God will be your provider. We are all together. We are one family. So nothing to be worried about.
Very well. Yes.
Thank you very much.
If you could feed the best of the sky, he said we take care of us.
Yeah. No problem. Thank you very much. See you for the next broadcast, my brother. Good night.